So the Eagles just had their OTA interviews, as well as a bunch of new footage has just been released, as well as a bunch of new news about the OTAs that we're not seeing in all the footage, because obviously not every single thing was recorded, but some big things happened that weren't on film or however. So that being said, let's fall on into it. So starting off, we're gonna save the best for last. First off, the OTA interviews. Saquon, like the rest of us, was shocked or however, like at the on seven drills or however, just like looking in like the huddle or however, him, Jalen, Smitty, AJ, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously, like just hypothetically or however, because we'll get into that later. However, who's all there and not and things of that nature. But yeah, he likes Kenny Pickett for golfing, things of that nature. He said that he just he just broke 100 for the first time, so that's good that they're all bonding and things of that nature. He said he likes Will Shipley and that that they're both learning a new playbook together and things of that nature. So I think that's all pretty cool and things of that nature. That's just what stuck out the most to me. But yeah, I mean, how do you think us Eagles fans are in terms of being shocked and things of that nature? So. Yeah, next up, Jalen Carter. He said he's working on his D-line moves and things of that nature and run stopping and other things that he struggled with, and that he's connecting with the team and things of that nature, and the team's working on connection and building culture and, finding identity with the new defensive scheme and things of that nature, that he likes the old school part of Vic Fangio, things of that nature. I think that's really good that he likes Vic Fangio. He said that he heard great things about him while working out in Miami. Obviously, he has a pretty good work ethic, things of that nature. Again, I think that bodes well. And yeah, so I mean, I feel really good about it in my gut and things of that nature. He's working on his conditioning as well and hand placement and things of that nature. So he said he's also been working with JD, because he was asked about JD's Jordan Davis's physique and his conditioning and things of that nature, and he spoke highly of that, saying that he's probably working out right then, basically vouching for his work ethic and things of that nature. And next up, Slay. He said a lot of interesting things. He said that he's ready to mentor young guys, and he speaks highly of Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell and things of that nature, and also he likes Fangio as well, so that's good. I know they're not going to say he's an a-hole or whatever second day notes. Yeah, no, but I'm just saying so far. It sounds good. He says his wheels are back, however, in terms of speed. I'm like, he'll be getting slower year by year, injuries aside, and he's right back on the cap train. He said 60% of him is better than a lot of people. Usually I just have it muted or however, but I'll actually put it right there. However, he said 60% of him, or however, like 60% of his best.
I know 60% of me sometimes is better than
him being hurt.
A lot of folks.
That nature. Because he was asked hey, whenever you were injured, how bad were you hurt? He's like, yeah, I was hurt pretty bad, but obviously I wanted to be there for my team, and he just sounded cocky when he said it. You're washed. You know what I'm saying? Can't tackle, can't cover, can't keep up with guys. I don't see why people kiss his butt just because he's an Eagle. Just because they're an Eagle doesn't mean I'm going to kiss their butt. Oh, he's the greatest cornerback of all time. He's better than Deion Sanders. No. Just because he's an Eagle doesn't mean I'm going to kiss his behind or however, just because he's an Eagle. No. You know what I'm saying? I love Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? He had a bad year, however the case may be, but he's getting better in terms of completion. Yeah, sure, I know the turnovers were an issue, things of that nature, decision-making, or however you can make your arguments, or however. But overall, the eye test, he's been getting better every year. Obviously, the Eagles believe in him, and rightfully so. So, again, that kind of just aggravated me, so I'll move on from that. Tyler Steen, he said he's better mentally and physically. He said that Coach Stoutland was a big help in terms of development. He also spoke on the position switch to guard. He said it gave him more experience. And he said that as well, Cam Jurgens has been helping him out a lot, or however, with the guard switch. Because obviously he's more so of an outside guy, or however, because on the inside you have to be more wide and things of that nature on the inside. No Diddy, nothing like that. Pause. But yeah, he said he also focused on preparedness, like for the NFL game, and he spoke on like how like the draft wasn't a distraction from this year since he obviously was already an Eagle, so he could just go straight to working out and things of that nature. And he said he also focused on his conditioning. Like so far it sounded like everyone or however just been really focused on conditioning, really working hard for the long haul. They know it's going to be a long, gritty season, things of that nature. So yeah, again, all that bodes well for the Eagles. And then, next up, best for last, like I said, the OTA footage and things of that nature. So yeah, I'll just put it like all up here and whatnot. But I'm like reacting to it or however on my end or however. So like it starts off or however, at least like the source I see or however starts off with Kenny Pickett and Jalen both throwing the ball. Got news about him a little later, but he's taking snaps, throwing little passes, things of that nature. I assume just working on accuracy and like little footwork drills. And then Tanner McKee, you see him in there, things of that nature. Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of action, things of that nature. There's a lot to be excited about. I'm sorry, it's just, like I'm also like reacting to it myself. You see Jalen. I'm just so excited to see people, throwing again and running, and Jalen looks, like he has a pep in his step and things of that nature. So yeah, that that's just really freaking exciting to see. Man, and then Saquon finally in an Eagles jersey, him running the ball, like I know we've seen like a handoff before, but like him actually like an Eagles helmet and like a jersey, like, man, freaking exciting. And no Diddy, but he looks swole, like he looks freaking built, no Diddy. Steen's working out, you can see him doing good, doing his drills and things of that nature. You can see other guys doing their things of that nature. You can see Hennessy walking by, just like kind of like admiring, maybe giving some tips along the way. Because he's respectable to say the least. Then it's like a long distance shot. Couldn't really see who that was. Was that Saquon? It looked like Saquon. And then, oh yeah, that one was Saquon, yeah. And then we see Johnny Wilson jogging by. Dang, he looks freaking big. I mean, because I know like most like receivers in one of like that group, isn't particularly tall like that. But man, Bryce Huff's looking freaking fast. And then Jalen, his knees look freaking great. Showing off the pep in his step. Man, this is really freaking encouraging. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. And then they're just doing like the little cone drills, things of that nature. Now I'll get into like the news or however, while like the rest of it is playing or however the case may be. Bradbury, aka Trashberry, was not at OTAs today, things of that nature. Smitty, he wasn't either. Not nothing to worry about. However, just signed his contract, not a sign of him being unhappy or anything like that. Sidney Brown, he wasn't practicing, but he looked good running on the side field, things of that nature. Eli Ricks, he was injured or however, he walks off into holding his helmet, walks into like the little medical tent or whatever the case may be. In the first team offense, there was Paris Campbell at the slot, Joseph Nagata taking Smitty's spot. Not nothing like that, however, just because he wasn't there. However, probably taking care of family stuff. I have all faith, or however that everything's all good and things of that nature. First team defense, Rogers, not today, Slay, Zach Bond at linebacker, Devin White at the linebackers, obviously, and then Vontae Maddox was starting at the slot. And then the second team was DeJean on the slot and on the outside, and then Mitchell on the outside. And then according to multiple reports, sorry guys, it's just, like I'm trying to get it word for it, so then if it, I don't want to make it seem like I'm bullcrapping or however, so I'm like trying to stick to it or however. Second team, Mitchell, he had really good coverage on Jacob Harris, and he broke a pass, things of that nature from Kenny Pickett. It was quote unquote blanket coverage, so I mean, that sounds really freaking good. That's really exciting. Obviously, DeJean showed off his athleticism, things of that nature. So again, that's really exciting to see. Next thing that I want to talk about is Devin White. He had good coverage and pass breakup on a Hurts throw to Saquon. It was a real route to the corner of the end zone. Like I said, he had a pass breakup. He had good coverage on it. So they had a pretty good day. And Paris Campbell, according to multiple reports, and obviously, according to the cameras as well, Paris Campbell was heavily targeted and things of that nature. Probably because Smitty wasn't there, however, but also probably because they want to get his rhythm up early, so then all three wide receivers can be involved just in case of a tight end injury or something like that. And CJ Osmo, you never know what the case may be. So either way, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see anything to worry about. If anything, I see stuff to be encouraged about. But yeah, overall, that's really encouraging, things of that nature. Devin White looked great, and Devin White and Quinion both looked great. They had multiple pass breakups and good coverages and things of that nature. So they both look to be really, really hungry. Devin White, he obviously wants to earn his money next year, whether it's with us or another team. So I mean, again, I think that all bodes really well for the Eagles and things of that nature. The Eagles. So some of the Eagles spoke, or however, in the OTAs. I really like what they all had to say. It sounded like they really all focused on conditioning and things of that nature. Bradbury not being there, in his case, I think it's because they kind of told, man, don't show up, you're washed. You know what I'm saying? Don't show up. You're going to be post June 1st cut anyway, so may as well, prepare for a different team or whatever the case. Ask for different playbooks or whatever. Because I think he's as good as gone, or however. Because to my knowledge, he didn't have any injuries. To my knowledge, he was healthy and things of that nature. But I know I'm not a know-it-all. I don't claim to be. Overall, I think that's going to do it for today's video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys like, tap the little naughty bell so you can be in the loop for all my latest and newest content. I think it's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching, commenting, and everything like that. That being said, Philly out. Peace.